Welcome to the September 29th edition of the Index Sports Show, otherwise known as Cardinal Celebration Day to some of us, Sam. But we're going to be focusing on some Truman sports, specifically two teams that really stood out and had a great performance this weekend, one of them being women's golf. They took third at the Millikan University Fall Classic this past weekend. Jessica Tomash led the way for them, placing 12th, and a really good performance from her, a round low of 81, combined 161 for her, Sam. And good to see some girls starting to maybe step up and fill that Jen Lawson void.
Absolutely, and another great performance was from the cross-country team, specifically from Karen Grau. She took first at the Invitational they ran at this weekend, and before that, she took fifth in her last one. And she finished 78th in the nation last year, and I think she's only looking to build on that performance, especially judging from her performance this weekend.
Yeah, she's been really solid, and it's good to see her leading the way for some of those younger girls, too, on that team. The men also starting to kind of see a little bit of a resurgence. Joey Walls finishing 22nd this past week. Of course, you can read about that in today's index. So the men starting to come around, too. Back on golf for just a second, they're finishing third. I think that's a big step for them. They've had some success this year in smaller tournaments, but now to have double-digit as far as teams going, having 12 and taking in the top fourth there, I think that's a really big step for them.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And talking to head coach Sam Lessig, he really stressed that they just had to bring their scores down, which sounds, kind of like a given. But he stressed that he wants them to focus on their shots and be thinking constantly about what their next move is going to be, and I think the Bulldogs are starting to do that.
And I think one of the most impressive thing to me is that they dropped their score by 17 strokes coming out the second day. I think that says a whole lot about their mental focus, and that's something that I know Coach Lessig always is really harping on, is making sure you're mentally focused, especially in those 36-round holes where there's 2 days, coming out and making sure that either you build on momentum from the first day or that you're able to maybe correct some of the things that went wrong on day one, and the girls did that this week.
Absolutely, they did.
That's all for the Index Sports Show this week. Thanks so much for logging on. Remember to pick up a copy of the Index around campus or around Kirksville. We'll see you next time.